All right, we've come to the end of a cycle, so this week and the next week we're going to be doing some testing. But you're still going to get great workouts in here, but just each workout you do every day is going to be a test. And so it's going to be important that you record all of your results on the whiteboard, including your strength. So if there's two or three things to do that day, make sure you clearly write that on the board. You can just put your first name and the first letter of your last name. We're trying to come up with a system that's going to keep track of that, so we can actually look at this better every 3 months when we do these tests. So again, just please write legibly and be sure to record your results. So let's look at day one, tomorrow, Monday. We're going to start off with a 1 rep back squat. So we you worked up to a heavy back squat 2 weeks ago. You may have hit a PR then, you may have not. Regardless, it should give you a good idea of what you'll be able to work up to today. I've put some percentages there. That is a good rule to follow when working up to a 1 rep max. That's not exact. You don't have to follow those exactly, but it's just a good idea to work up to your max. Right after that, you're going to run 1 mile for time. Then after that, you're going to complete max toes to bar in 2 minutes. So when we look at this testing week, when we repeat it again in the next 2.5 to 3 months, it's going to be almost exactly as it is today. So you may be thinking, well, if I run a 1 mile right after my back squat, that back squat's going to actually hurt my 1 mile time some. But whenever we repeat this in 3 months, the day is going to look exactly the same. So you'll still be able to measure your progress. And the back squat is actually shouldn't hurt your 1 mile run time that much. They're two completely opposite extremes as far as energy system use and muscle use. Uh, some people may even do better after working up to a 1 rep max on their back squat. It gets them looser, gets their muscles firing. So it shouldn't really have that much of an effect on you. And then at the end, when you come back in, rest a little bit, start a clock. You can wait till everybody gets back in or just when you feel rested. But I want to see how many toes to bar you can get in 2 minutes. And there's no scaling here. So if you have never gotten a toes to bar, I just want you to spend 2 minutes practicing your toes to bar and seeing if you can get one. And whatever your score is, if it's 0, that's fine. I want you to put that on the board. Um, and when we retest this, that way in 2.5 to 3 months, we can see your progress. And so again, no scaling. If you're not able to do that movement, that's okay. I just want you to practice it for 2 minutes. On Tuesday, we're going to snatch, build up to a 1 rep max snatch. We did this in the past couple of weeks, so you should know about what you can work up to. Again, this won't be, this may not be a true max because you are going heavy back squat and a 1 mile run the day before. Then you're doing possibly a good bit of toes to bar. So your body will be a little beat down, but it shouldn't be too bad. So I don't think this is going to be too far off of your true 1 rep. And to get a true 1 rep, you would have to rest a few days before and probably prepare the whole week before with certain movements. And like for most of us that have a normal life, or we have work, or you have kids, that's just not feasible to take a whole week off just to test a snatch max. Then after that, you're going to complete either as many muscle ups or as many pull ups you can in 2 minutes. We'll just start a clock. If you're doing muscle ups, that's going to be ring muscle ups. If you don't have ring muscle ups, or you think you may can get one, spend 2 minutes trying to get one. And if you don't get it, that's fine. Just put 0 when we test it again in a few months. If you get one, that's progress. Um, if you don't think you're close to getting a muscle up, I want you to do pull-ups, as many as you can in 2 minutes. Um, and no chest to bar, no scaling here. Um, if you don't have a pull-up or you're close to getting a pull-up, then just like with the toes to bar, I just want you to spend that 2 minutes just trying to maybe get your first pull-up. So again, this is just a 2-minute test. Then we're going to do 5 rounds for time of 10 kettlebell swings, run 100 meters. You'll see the weight for the kettlebells. That's just our standard weight. Try to get up to that weight. Um, Try to do this RX. Don't go heavier than that. Again, we're testing this so we can retest it. This is not meant to be heavy. It's actually meant to be pretty light and fairly fast. And what we're doing here is testing the energy system that is called the glycolytic energy system. It usually kicks in when you do a workout from anywhere from like 2 minutes to maybe 5 minutes or 7 minutes. So we're testing that energy system here. On Wednesday, you're going to work up to a 1 rep max clean and jerk. Then we're going to do open workout 14.1. 10 minutes, as many rounds as you can of 30 double unders and 15 power snatch. We've done this workout a lot at CrossFit Alexandria, but I think it's a great workout, but it's also a great way to test a lot of different things in this 10 minutes. So it does test that glycolytic energy system again. It also goes a little more on the aerobic side because it is a little bit longer. But then you also have a skill in there, the double unders. And double unders are hard. They're much harder whenever you put them in the middle of a workout. So it's a really, really good way to test that. If you have double unders, even if you can only get like 2, 3, 4 at a time, I want you to do this workout RX. If you just completely don't have double unders, you're not even close to getting a couple, you can go ahead and scale it, do 2 times the number of singles. But if you do it RX, be sure and write RX on the board so we'll know whenever we record these scores. On Thursday, you're going to work up to a 1 rep max power snatch. So this is not a full squat like we're doing on Tuesday. This is going to be a power version. If you're not sure what that is or don't know the technicalities behind it, the coaches will be there to explain. I can go ahead and tell you now, it's if you break parallel in your squat, it's not a power snatch. So you just got to keep your hips up above your knees. Probably like one of the only times we'll tell you to not go below parallel. Then we're going to have an aerobic test here. So aerobic is the energy system that you use whenever it's longer and sustainable. And it's called aerobic because you're actually using oxygen for fuel. Your body is using oxygen. And whenever we go to shorter workouts, they're referred to as anaerobic because your body doesn't have time to use oxygen. So this is an aerobic workout. You're going to row 5K for time. On Friday, we're going to work up to a 1 rep max press, a strict press. Then you're going to do 2 minutes, as many reps as you can of double unders. You'll see I made a note here, no scaling. So if you've never done a double under, I want you to spend 2 minutes doing everything you can to get your first double under. Then we're going to grace, we're going to complete 30 clean and jerks for time. Again, do your best to go RX as long as you're keeping it safe. I don't mean using bad form, or if you feel uncomfortable, don't do RX. RX is 135 for guys, 95 for ladies. So as long as you feel comfortable, do RX, even if it's going to take you a while to complete it. If you do scale it, I want you to scale it to these exact numbers. I want you to do 95 pounds for guys and 65 pounds for ladies. And then write on the board, RX or scaled. If you need to go lighter than that, you can, but try to stick to that, the number I said for RX or the number I said for scale. It's just going to be a lot easier for us to track everybody's scores whenever we look at how everybody did and when we retest it in a few months to see how much you improved. Then on Saturday, we're going to have a makeup day. So if you missed any of the tests during the week, be sure and try to come out on Saturday. Um, it's obviously going to be, it won't be as structured as far as the workout. We'll definitely warm you up together. But you may have some people working up to a back squat. You may have some people working up to a press. You may have some people running the 1 mile run. You may have some people doing grace or rowing the 5K. But the coach will be there to keep everything running smooth and organized and help you. But you'll see the order in which I want you to do it. So if you need to make up a strength, you're going to do that first. If you need to make up a skill, like the 2-minute test we did throughout the week, you're going to do that second. If you're going to test an energy system, or what we call a Metcon or conditioning, you're going to do that last. All right, enjoy your week.